Welcome to Stockholm. We are at the unique hotel, and then we have a unique bathroom to go with it. But look at this. Let's go all the way back. Oh, look at this. A little seating area. And then check it out. We go back. There's a door and one bedroom. But wait, there's more. And then look, room number 2. How cool is that map, though? Would you guys like to come in?
Could you let us into our hotel?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Day 1, we started out with the most iconic thing in Sweden, ABBA. Hidden in the museum, it was an absolute blast. Highly recommend if you're in Stockholm. Next, we decided to stop by the Viking Museum. I mean, when you're in Scandinavia, you have to visit Viking museums. This place was pretty engaging. It's very interactive, tells the Viking life, myths, and histories through the different interactive displays. There's archaeological findings and even a ride inside here. At the end of it, we decided to taste some mead. I mean, it's Viking style, right?
So now I have a question. Are you ready to die? No, that's not the answer. All right. So I told you that most of the people were just farmers, so they would use axes mostly because that was a very cheap weapon, basically, and they knew how to fight because, for instance, there was no police at that time. So what they did was hooking, try to protect yourself. They went mostly here, more or less, and they were opening. When you are open, I do nothing because behind me are my followers, and they shot arrows on you. So I'm not even tired, but that's the end of your life. And that's the end of the tour. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Our new Viking here, called the Barbarian. While Cody goes to the Wreck Museum, I'm at the Spirit Museum. Guess what this is about? Drinking. Didn't even know they had a Spirit Museum, but I'm all for it.
While Cody was at the Museum of the Wrecks, which he said was fantastic, by the way, Cheryl and I decided to grab some ice cream, sit on a bench, and just enjoy the sunshine on the waterfront. Absolutely beautiful view here. We hopped on a ferry so that we could go to the island to see Storkyrkan as well as the Royal Palace. But side note, the transportation here is fantastic. You can actually use the same card for ferries, buses, and underground. We chose to purchase the Stockholm Pass, which I recommend because it does include transportation as well as entrance to a bunch of museums, or you can get discounts at other certain museums.
Princess cake, which is a traditional Stockholm/Swedish cake. This is called the Catalan, and it's also a traditional Swedish treat. It's like a cookie in the middle with like a raspberry icing on top.
Martin Trotzig Grand. This is the smallest alleyway in Europe.
For day 2, we started out at the Vasa Museum. This one is a must-see when you are in Stockholm. The main attraction here is the Vasa, which was a 17th century warship that sank on its maiden voyage in 1628. It's the world's only preserved ship of its kind, and it's displayed in nearly perfect condition.
This is what it used to look like when it was original. Very bright, very vibrant. And now, after sitting for so long, not as vibrant.
From there, we headed over to the Nordiska Museum. This one's a pretty big museum, but it just wasn't our cup of tea. But if you love history, it's a great place to go. For our final stop, we went to the Skansen. This is the world's oldest open-air museum, and it's a popular cultural attraction. Some things to note is it features over 150 historic buildings from all over Sweden that were reconstructed to provide an authentic glimpse into the past. It also has a zoo here where you can watch all sorts of different animals, and it's an absolute blast. Sweden, you've got to try meatballs. I mean, come on, Swedish meatballs. So we headed over to Meatballs for the People before heading home and tried a bunch of different types. It was delicious. It was time to head to the airport and head home. Overall, Stockholm is a fantastic city, and we would absolutely come back here again, as we didn't get to see all of the different sights, but we did love it, and it was a beautiful place. Thanks for watching.